My children's nanny decided to quit her job and it turns out that my husband wants to get in her pants as an extra job, so I am firing him as my husband. I was kind of appalled. It was the end of her shift, and we were both home. One of us could easily do it, and it seemed very flippant of her job. I apologized to the nanny and took my son to change him. Later that night, I got a text from the nanny letting me know that she was requesting a meeting to discuss her future with our family because she was unsure she wanted to continue. I asked her what was going on and she said DB was often asking her to do things that were outside of her contracted tasks, throw in a load of laundry twice a week, deep clean the nursery and living room, cook meals, reorganize spaces. She didn't mention this, but he also said he had asked her to take care of our pets, which I had told her in the beginning not to worry about as my husband can feed them on his break, and I clean the litter box when I get home. He had also asked her to come in early several days or stay late on nights I had to work late, which she had told us before starting work she couldn't do. She had already spoken to him several times, and nothing had changed. I was embarrassed because I had no clue this was happening and felt awful she had been going through this. I spoke with my husband, who admitted he felt that since we were paying her, she should be performing more tasks while the babies were sleeping. I quickly corrected him and reamed him out for this behavior. Once I was done explaining why this wasn't appropriate, he got a little sheepish and sent an apology email to the nanny, agreeing to the meeting on Monday evening. I am worried that she will quit and I need advice on how to fix this. She has been an amazing nanny, the babies love her and I really do not want to lose her. Does anyone have advice on how to fix all of this? Update 1. My nanny ended up calling me this morning and saying after careful thought, she couldn't be around my husband another day. He was with me and profusely apologized. Nanny thanked him but said she didn't feel comfortable working for him anymore. A bonus and raise were offered. She turned both down and recommended daycare for the kids versus a nanny. I promised her a great reference letter. She thanked me and said our keys would be in the mail today. I have never been so ashamed or humiliated in my life. I'm not blaming her, but I'm furious with my husband. My mom is watching the kids while I figure out the next steps in childcare. I want to thank you all for the advice. I'm hoping we can find another nanny as I didn't want to put them in daycare, but I also don't know if I trust my husband to be a good DB going forward, especially as he told me he felt the nanny overreacted. Update 2. I asked to speak with our ex-nanny in private, without my husband knowing on Wednesday. I encouraged her to speak freely, and at first, she was just reiterating what was already said, but I told her I needed to know why she felt I shouldn't bring another nanny into the equation. I told her it was a safe space and there'd be zero judgment. Eventually, she told me what I had been suspecting. My husband had been asking her to do things beyond cleaning and nannying duties. A lot of it was phrased as jokes, and at first, she thought it was just his sense of humor, but eventually, it became clear it wasn't. That particular day, he had made some comments that made her feel extremely uncomfortable prior to the diaper situation and she had already planned on quitting. I have already been staying with my mom and the kids, and we will be staying together in the foreseeable future. My husband didn't deny what was said, though he claims it was seriously just joking. Given what the nanny has said, I don't think it was.